Hello, I'm Evan Nolan, the president and co-founder of the United States Athletics Hall of Fame, here another returning nominee for the class of 2024. Born January 29, 1960 in El Cajon, California, Gregory Efthymios Louganis is on diving's Mount Rushmore. Now, despite the very Greek name, he's actually Samoan and Swedish. His teenage parents gave him up for adoption when he was just 8 months old. Now, the family who adopted him, who was very Greek, had previously adopted another child, a little girl named Despina. Despina had been taking gymnastics, tumbling, and dance classes, and little Greg would stare at her open-mouthed and try to mimic everything she did, which encouraged Greg's parents to put him in the same classes. He was just 18 months old. By the time he was 3, he was training every day and giving public performances. And as a sufferer of asthma, he was encouraged to train in these sports because they actually help control his symptoms. Now, when he was 9, his parents put in a pool in their backyard, and he transitioned from those sports and into diving. He'd go to the Junior Olympics where he'd catch the eye of former Olympic gold medalist Sammy Lee, who decided to start training him. When Louganis was 16, he qualified for the U.S. Olympic team and actually won a silver medal at the 1976 Games, finishing behind Italian diving legend Klaus DiBiase. Now, DiBiase had to retire after the 76 Games, leaving the sport wide open for Louganis to just dominate. He'd win the gold medal of the 10 meters in 1978 World Championships and then sweep both the 3 meter and 10 meter disciplines at the 1979 Pan American Games. This bringing him into the 1980 Games as a favorite in both events. Unfortunately, the U.S. boycotted the 1980 Games. It was a disappointment, but not really a setback, as Louganis' dominance was just beginning. They'd win gold in both the 3 meter and 10 meter in the 1982 World Championships in Guayaquil, where he actually became the first diver ever to get perfect 10s from all 7 judges in a major competition. He then swept gold in both events in the 1983 Pan American and 1983 Universidad Games. This would lead to what was the greatest performance ever in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. Back on what was essentially home turf, he would dominate both disciplines, winning with record scores and record leads over his opponents. He'd win gold again at the 1986 World Championships in Madrid, and then once more in the 1988 Seoul Olympics, becoming the only man to sweep the gold medals in both the 3 meter and 10 meters in back-to-back Olympic Games. That 10 meter gold in Seoul would happen actually after he famously hit his head on the board in the preliminary round. Now, 6 months prior to the Olympics, Louganis would be diagnosed with HIV, which would become a big deal publicly as he bled into the pool after hitting his head. Although in reality, there's no danger to the other competitors, as chlorine basically kills HIV, and no competitor was affected. Louganis, however, who didn't announce his diagnosis until 1995, was excoriated in the press, although ultimately without reason. Now, he'd retire at that 1988 Games, indisputably the greatest American diver and perhaps the greatest diver of the 20th century. His trophy case includes the 1984 James E. Sullivan Award as the top U.S. amateur athlete in the country, 6 Pan American golds, 5 World Championship golds, and 4 Olympic golds and 1 silver. He probably would have won more if not for the HIV on the one end and the skipping of the 1980 Olympics on the other. He was a 1988 ABC Wide World of Sports Athlete of the Year and is a member of the California State Sports Hall of Fame, the United States Olympic Hall of Fame, and a charter member of the National Gay and Lesbian Sports Hall of Fame. Can't be long until he's in our Hall of Fame as well. You can vote for Louganis or any of our other nominees for the United States Athletics Hall of Fame at www.theushof.com. That's the United States Athletics Hall of Fame.com, just squished together. You can vote anytime between now and we close our polls on December 1st. You can vote as much as you like, it's only once a day. We'll be making our announcement of the incoming class of 25 sometime in December. I'll be back soon with another nominee, but till then, take care.